Internet, good morning. My name is Steve, and I hate Christmas. Now, what I've done is title this video a polarizing title. So there are two types of people who are going to click on this. One, people who want to see what kind of sad, bitter sack of shit I am and tell me why I'm a sad, bitter sack of shit. Or the other person is going to be other sad and bitter sacks of shit who just want someone to validate why they are also a sad and bitter sack of shit. I'm neither sad nor bitter about Christmas, but I really hate Christmas, and I will tell you all why if you will indulge this video. Before we get started, I got a podcast if you want to check that out in the description. I got a Facebook and a Twitter if you want to find those. I'm selling some merchandise if you want to find those. All those in the description. Go ahead and do those, but let's get into the reason why I hate Christmas. I think the biggest reason is it's become so commercialized. It's become all about what the fuck people get and what people give. I guess people giving stuff isn't really the problem. I think more people need to give for this world to be a better place. But it's also equally about getting stuff and receiving things and being proud of receiving things. Social media has turned into a wasteland of vapid egos. And all people do on Christmas every year, when we arrange all the shit that I got in a photo, take a picture of it, and then watch as all of my Twitter followers indulge and give me my validation that I want, that I got some awesome stuff. Look at what other people got me. How awesome is that? Look at what other people got me. I am not here to defend those people who don't get anything for Christmas. I'm not here to be that guy that says, well, you know, there are people who can't afford making presents on Christmas, so you really shouldn't be broadcasting the fact that you got all this great stuff because you might make somebody feel bad or didn't get that great. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that people are now more proud of what they are getting for Christmas and more proud to broadcast what they got for Christmas than what Christmas actually should be. Especially now in a society advancing as quickly as ours, there are more and more ways to pull people apart. So the special holidays that can bring people together and bring families back together are fewer and farther between, and the longer that we exist as a species, I feel like that disconnect is only going to get bigger. But I think my anger with that comes more so from all these companies that use Christmas as an advertising platform, and they just kind of push holiday sale, holiday sale, holiday sale, give us your money, holiday sale, holiday sale. And it's like, if you can afford to sell this shit at 40% off all the time, why are you going to sell it for that price? Like July 9th! Why is Christmas time special? Why? One, because we all know how much fucking money you're making, so you can afford to sell all of your shit for such a cheaper price. And two, all you're doing is cashing in on people's own need to feel validated by spending their money on people that normally they don't give a shit about. But if they don't buy them that blender, or they don't buy them that fucking TV, then they're not a great friend, or they're not a great family member, or they're not a great whatever. Because all these companies, they broadcast the idea that giving on Christmas is what's important. But what is important is being with your family and being happy as a person. I say that as somebody who was home today on Christmas by myself because my dog is. So I gotta be there for my dog. My wife is out. She's actually working today. And I am watching the dog. So I cannot go to my planned family gatherings. But I already had 2 other family gatherings. I don't ever see my family that often. I see my family on Christmas time and Easter. We get a whole big group of us together. And we go to my aunt's house twice a year. Once for Easter, once for Christmas. I went last week to my aunt's house, and I love it. I love seeing all, 32 of my family members there. It's, there for 5-6 hours. We're just talking. It's great. I love it, and I look forward to it every single year. And then yesterday, I went to my wife's family's house, and it was awesome. I love it. Everyone's just so happy, and it's great. But I just feel like Christmas as a whole has kind of lost its meaning. Because you just see commercial after sale after insert commercialized item X into the equation, and it just, companies use all these holidays to push out all these items and make you think that if you do not take advantage of these sales, you are failing as a human. Obviously, they're not going out there and they're not putting up a fucking poster. Like, you don't see Walmart like, buy our 75% off microwave, or your parents wish you were dead. That's not at all what I'm saying. But if you actually look at all of these commercials and all of these, what they do is they put the emphasis on the people being happy once they receive a gift. So that they're trying to, I'm not saying trick you, they're trying to get you to think that, oh my god, I can add value to people's lives by buying them some fucking trinket or piece of jewelry because me being there with my family isn't enough. Now that may just be the Woody Harrelson in like 2012 in me just spouting off these crazy conspiracy theories because I have my own preconceived notions about this and my own bitterness towards like companies and insurance as a whole. That's a whole other topic of conversation. But I think the biggest reason why I hate Christmas is because Christmas music fucking sucks! It's the worst music of all time. I would honestly rather be a part of a shish kebab for the next 83 years of my life than listen to the 12 Days of Christmas one more goddamn time. Fun game! Next time the 12 Days of Christmas comes on, you, your friends, your family, it's all a game. It's all a challenge. Go out and try and kill yourself before the song ends. Best time wins! The 12 Days of Christmas is everything that I hate about Christmas. It's shitty music, it's about gift giving, and it's fucking stupid. Who wants drummers? Who wants drummers for Christmas? Who wants a bird in a tree? The bird's in a tree. Are you gonna bring the tree into the living room? Are you gonna kidnap the bird from its nest? Apparently, you're doing it like 12 times. And if that's not enough, then you want 24 turtle doves. Then you want partridges in a pear tree after the turtle doves. Then you want laying hens. It's stupid. No one fucking thought of that song. At no point in human history did somebody go, you know, listen man, times are tough. What I really need are people playing the snare drum and geese laying eggs in my room. If I can just make that happen, that would be fantastic. You got Frosty the Snowman, the song about a magical hat that makes a snowman live. I don't give a fuck about the snowman itself. I don't give a shit about Frosty. I don't give a shit about his interaction with the kids. What I care about is where did that fucking hat come from? Can we talk a little bit more about where a hat came from that can give snow life? Snow only exists because rain is cold enough to turn to snowflakes. And the snowflakes fall on the ground, and they don't need to put these things together and put a hat on them. They can have life and opinions and feelings. Who's the dark wizard that has the hat? Who wants that hat? There's gotta be a guy trying to find that hat who's more powerful than any of us can fathom. If he can give a pile of snow life, sentient life with a fucking bowler derby. What was that top hat? I'm a hat aficionado, I don't know, but I want to know more about where that hat came from. Can we get like a Brothers Grimm prequel story about where that hat came from? Because I would be very interested in knowing why a piece of clothing like that can give things life. And why nobody questioned that. Everyone's just like, well, the snowman's alive. That's cool. Yeah. No, I accept this as a reality. I don't care or want to ask any more questions about this. This is fine. This is fine. This is the way life. And then once he goes away, it's like, well, he's gone now. Life goes on. Are you kidding me? The hat gives life! The hat gives life. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You know Donner and Blitzen and Connor and Vixen and Dante, whatever the fuck their names are. But, do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Yes! He's the most famous one! Why do you assume that I know the 11 or 9 or however many there are less famous ones, but then you go, but do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? That's like saying, hey, so you know Matt Damon and George Clooney, but do you recall Brad Pitt? Yes, I do! Yes! He's fucking worth $1 trillion. And how would you not recall Rudolph? He's the only one with any kind of difference. The other 61 or whatever have no discernible differences. They're just fucking reindeer that pull the sled. But the Rudolph's the one with the glowing nose! If I don't know him by name, I know him when he does! Question my intelligence like that, you fucking trash song. Of course I don't. You're only saying that so you can fit a rhyme scheme. I'm not very talented at all. Do I recall? Yes, I do. Yes, he's the most famous one. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. Something to life. It doesn't matter. So in that story, in that song, they also build like a magical snowman. And then they're gonna pretend he's Parson Brown. Do you guys know what Parson Brown is? Probably not. Parson Brown is like the John Doe version of priests. So if you have a dude that you don't know, you refer to him as a John Doe. If you have a random priest, you refer to him as a Parson Brown. It's like, so he's Parson Brown, like Parson's his title and Brown is his generic name. So they manifest this magical snowman, and the first thought they have is, let's pretend he's a priest. Let's pretend he's gonna marry us. Not literally any other question in the cosmos. If you can manifest magical life, and the first thought you have is, well, maybe we should pretend he can marry us. That'll be jolly and sweet, wholesome fun. Fuck that shit! I want to know what powers this being has. So, with my magical life, can you turn me into Superman? Can you help me become immortal? Can I never have to worry about money again by being like that one robot from that one show I cannot remember from like 15 years ago where he could make his own currency in his pocket? If you know what that show is, let me know. Because I would fucking never ask a magical being if he can pretend to marry me by being a generic priest. Christmas sucks. I hate it. Snow's stupid. There's a lot of people that don't have snow for Christmas and wish they did. And if you wish you had snow for Christmas, you can go fuck yourselves.